Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. But the bad news is there is no basketball. There is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline. I'm Kevin Harlan. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats from Franz Wagner.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting's been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Daniels out there with McCollum, and it's Kuminga in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, the guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at center. And it's the Hawks to start out. You know, Greg, when you look at the Eastern Conference, is it fair to say that both the teams we've got in this one are 2 of the top contenders?
Oh, no doubt. This could be an Eastern Conference Finals preview. In fact, I expect one of these squads to represent the East in the finals.
And so it's the Hawks starting on the board first. And Banchero, here we go. The shot that time, not on target. Inside. Daniels dishes to Johnson. Misses from short range. And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game. Driving to the basket. It's good on the putback.
Well, he's just so strong on the glass. This guy, Carter, has the capability of being a double-double guy.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Daniels passes to Johnson. Launches it. And it's Johnson again missing. Wagner kicks to Banchero. And they call an illegal screen here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at Indiana. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And looking at Orlando, they've really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language, playing with that sustained focus. That's why they're leading this division.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. McCollum kicks to Johnson. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. 5 to shoot. Pass to Okongwu. Lets it go.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Another miss by Johnson. Out to the right wing. And here's Carter. Now here's Bain. Carter with a screen on Daniel. Bain for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. Atlanta again missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And it looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. Taking a look at Orlando. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, the Atlanta Hawks sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
And if you look at the Hawks right now,
they're in a good spot as the season winds down. Probably starting to think playoff strategy at this point. Just have to keep themselves above that play-in line.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
and that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Well, that's already his 2nd foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
The Hawks leading by 3. Okongwu with a screen on Suggs. Daniels dishes to McCollum. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. Over Suggs. McCollum no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now, here's Suggs. Nothing on the board. Faulkner wide open. The Magic again can't hit. For Atlanta, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. The Magic trail by 3. On the wing, Bain. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And now, a look at the teams leading the NBA in steals since the All-Star break. The Hawks, number 1.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers.
Banchero with the screen to the paint. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Now Daniels. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Here's Johnson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Assist goes to
Johnson's got 5 points so far. Bounce pass Wagner. Carter, the pass to Suggs. Lock at 6. Here's Banchero. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Here's McCollum. Outside, Kuminga. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Beyond the arc. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
And over the years, Kuminga's shown a lot of improvement with his ability to catch and shoot.
Daniels against Bain. Suggs in the corner. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
Timed it just right. Okongwu with a great block.
Under on the wing. Outside, Bain. Another miss by Orlando. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. Anthony Black comes in for Franz Wagner. shoot two. That one is off. So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar, but he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
Now, here's Suggs. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix. Here's Black. Another miss by Orlando. The Hawks leading by 7. Outside, Kuminga. On the wing, Daniels. Johnson in the corner. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Over Van Karen. Shot by Johnson, no good.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Batadze, a screen on McCollum. Suggs finds Batadze. Can't hit from in close. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the middle. Stolen by Batadze. Banchero against McCollum. Banchero drives the double. Here's Black. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Over Okongwu. Black, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Payne against McCollum. Pulls it up. The Hawks again can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Both teams changing it up here. Vincent, the pass to Kispert. Back to Vincent. Here's Ricochet. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Ricochet ready to go once he got it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Black. He has yet to score. De Silva. No good. Now, here's Kispert. G right on him. Vincent with it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Landale with the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 10.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
De Silva with the bucket.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Now, here's Wagner. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix.
Yeah, he's an elite forward in this league. Wagner is so good at finishing through contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, It spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
The Magic trail by 10. Carter kicks to Black. Going inside. And it's Rizachet with the rebound.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And it's Orlando with the rebound. Picked away. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And he gets the bucket. And now a 12-point Hawks lead.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Vincent, defended by Carter. Alexander Walker passes to Landale. That shot off. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Orlando. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Black. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's De Silva. Just 4 to shoot. Can't connect from short range.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And that one's good. Rizachet.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Now, here's Wagner. Guarded by Rizachet. Count that one. Wagner's got his third basket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break, and their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
The Magic trail by 10. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Jalen Johnson, C.J. McCollum out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Okongwu, and Gay is in a power forward. Now here is Carter. No scoring in this one. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Orlando with another.
That is a tough shot.
The Hawks leading by 8. Pass to Gay. Johnson outside. And here is Okongwu. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, this is what you love about Johnson. The all-around ability, that time running pick and roll and making the right decision.
Here's Black. Now Wagner. And a miss there on the triple. McCollum outside. Back to Johnson. Shot. Here's Gay. No good on the triple.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Carter kicks to Black. They swipe it. Johnson outside. Pass to Gay. A three-pointer, no good. The Magic trail by 10. De Silva. And here's Wagner. He's got 8. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Yeah, Wagner doesn't fear contact. He'll take it right into the defense down there.
Pass to Okongwu. Three-pointer. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Wagner outside. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McCullough. So Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
For the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Banchero comes in for Franz Wagner.
Take a break.
And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Carter. Kuminga's come in for the Hawks. Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. He's off on the first.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
And he sinks the second. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here's Suggs. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Banchero kicks to Suggs. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero. Suggs has got his second bucket of the night. Pass to Kuminga. Back to McCollum. And no good that time. Suggs with some nice defense. Carter with a screen on Daniels. Here's De Silva. Three-pointers off the mark. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Daniels has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
Suggs, screen on Johnson. Here's Banchero. Oh, man!
Okay, young guy. Banchero with an artful dribble move there, giving the fans what they want to see.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp, brought to you by AT&T. And now let's send
Oh, that was some power on that dunk. Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
pass to De Silva. Nifty move. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Here's De Silva, defended by Kuminga. Carter with a screen on McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Carter missing. The Hawks leading by 12. McCollum dishes to Okongwu. Johnson sets the screen for Daniels. And the 3 ball is good. Daniels has got 6.
The Aussie Daniels finding his stroke.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. comes in for Anthony Black. Kispert's checked in for the Hawks. The Magic trail by 15. Now Suggs. He's got 5. Here's Banchero to the inside and stolen by Okongwu. Here's Johnson. The shot, no good. Suggs with some nice defense. Outside, Payne. Pass to Banchero. Good on the three-point shot. 7 points in the game.
Well, after struggling in the first period, he's turned it around. You can see the confidence growing.
Okongwu against Carter. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA. Well, over just a few years, Jalen Johnson has been able to transform himself into an offensive force. Give him credit for putting in the work.
Now, here's Payne. 11 points last game. Banchero a screen on Daniel. And it's Banchero missing. The Hawks leading by 15. Johnson dishes to McCollum. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, he's not just a perimeter threat. McCollum is also skilled at finding ways to score inside.
Johnson against Suggs. Wow, hammering it in. Look out.
Man, that's a dunk that would get some high scores. You know Johnson put some time into that one.
Banchero against Johnson. Carter with a screen on Johnson. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Banchero's got 7 points here in this quarter. McCollum kicks to Okongwu. It's stolen by Banchero. Pass to Howard. A 3-ball. Doesn't go that time. The Hawks leading by 17. Not loose. McCollum outside. The tray. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Banchero. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Well, free throw shooting. Such an important part of the NBA game. And as the 2-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. Number 1, Desmond Bane.
You know, he's just the guy you do not want to send to the line. I mean, defenders always have to think twice about initiating contact with him because of that percentage.
The Magic making a switch here. Black's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Reza Shea is coming in for Johnson. And it's Gabe Vincent in for McCollum. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So for the Magic, Goga Bitadze comes in for Carter. And it's Franz Wagner in for Banchero. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Dyson Daniels. Here's Kispert. 5 points in the game. Pass to Reza Shea. Alexander Walker passes to Kispert. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Black. Defended by Vincent. Wagner from long range. Vincent with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 17. Kispert, bounce pass. That one falls.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Wagner passes to Howard. On the wing, Bain. Landale grabs the miss.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Alexander Walker. And again, it's Atlanta.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
A nice shot by Black. Black's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, no threat through contact. Black doing what he has to for the bucket.
The Magic trail by 19. Here's Wagner. Banked in off the glass. Wagner's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's Ricochet. He's guarded by Howard. It's good. He's got 10.
Well, Ricochet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Wagner with it. 12 points for him. Pass to Howard. Payne for 3. And it's Ricochet with the rebound.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Kispert, the pass to Vincent. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Vincent's got his first points in this one.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Wagner looking it over. Down low. He's looking for Batazzi and finds him. 2 points, stop and go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Bain. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 19-point game. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now, here's Bain. Still yet to score. He gets it in there.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Bain. Now, Alexander Walker over Bain. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Atlanta feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk. We're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Jalen Johnson has been sensational.
Yeah, early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
The Magic trail by 17. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. McCollum right side. Daniels finds Johnson. Pass to Kuminga. Now here's McCollum. Clock at 4. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, every season, Johnson seems to take another leap. What a big night for him. You have to be excited about this guy's future.
Now, here's Suggs. Stolen by McCollum. Wagner against Kuminga. Okongwu dishes to Kuminga. McCollum against Suggs. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Kuminga.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Magic trail by 21. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. 6 to shoot. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
The size of Carter is a factor. Stifling him inside just isn't easy.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, Wendell Carter Jr. has settled into his role nicely. A reliable big who brings energy, especially when it comes to rebounding.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Franz Wagner. He's getting around 20 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Daniels passes to Kuminga. Great D that time from Bane. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Magic. Carter with a screen on McCollum. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That'll be his second foul of the game. GH has when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jamesons.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Orlando, they've got just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Outside, Bane. Off target from outside.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's McCollum. Suggs with some nice defense. The Magic shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
A free throw drops for Suggs.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Guys, back to you.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
He's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
At the line for two. He can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
And the first one drops.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Both free throws good from Banchero.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here is Daniels. 9 points in the game so far. Kuminga with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Right side, Suggs. Bain kicks to Wagner. The Magic again can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Johnson. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Carter with a screen on McCollum. Suggs with the ball. Okongwu covering, and that one is good.
Well, there's no question Carter can play strong inside. He has the build for it.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. And it's Anthony Black in for Franz Wagner. And a change for the Hawks. Corey Kispert's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Magic in second.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Kispert kicks to McCollum. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Stolen by Bitadze. Here's Suggs. Rebound Atlanta.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Daniels with it. Picked up by Suggs. And the basket by Johnson.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Suggs looking around. Pass to Bain. Inside, Banchero, and finished off by Banchero.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all three levels.
Atlanta's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Kispert kicks to Johnson. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Suggs against McCollum. And that one's good. Suggs has got 4 points in the quarter.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jalen Suggs. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Free throw good, McCollum. And the Magic making a change here. De Silva's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Kuminga's checked in. That one is no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Banchero, a screen on McCollum. Pass to Banchero. Bitadze tries again, and the layup is good. Bitadze's got his second basket of the night.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Now here's McCollum. Black defending, and it goes down 2 points. Okongwu's now got 9.
He's more than capable of running an offense. McCollum is a combo guard who you trust with the ball.
Pass to Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. A 3 from McCollum. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. The Magic have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Pass to De Silva. Banchero kicks to Bain. Banchero is screened for Bain. Now Black. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Howard's checked in for Bain. Jock Landale's checked in for the Hawks. Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, McCollum has a way of causing trouble in there. Very crafty.
For Atlanta, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. And he makes the first. Franz Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Then for the Hawks, Corey Kispert's checked in for Johnson. Zachary Rizachet comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dyson Daniels. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Black. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Takes it off the glass. Black's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's McCollum. He's got 11. Pass to Shea. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. It's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Atlanta making some changes. Gaze checked in. And Vincent subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
Gabe Vincent.
Landale finds Alexander Walker. Here's Shea. Bangs home the trifecta. Shea's got 13 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Wagner outside. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Well, look at Wagner stretching the floor. He's usually good for a couple of those a night.
Pass to Shea. Here's Gay. He's defended by Wagner. 5 on the clock. And it's Shea missing. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Only the 6th player ever from the country of Georgia. Batadze is an inspiration, coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound, and he's an underrated offensive player. Great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody.
And Atlanta has possession. The Magic getting the buck. Pass to Gay. To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Batadze. He's defended by Landale. Howard dishes to Black. Pass to De Silva. Outside Howard. Gay with the rebound. Smooth sailing for Atlanta. Alexander Walker finds Shea. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shea's got 6 here in this quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Jalen Johnson, he's been the guy making things happen for the Hawks. A terrific quarter for him, and now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Daniels out there with McCollum, and it's Kuminga in at the small forward. Pass to Wagner. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
Okongwu kicks to Johnson. Back to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Wagner passes to Howard. And they recover it. Back to Wagner. Pass to De Silva. No good with the triple. De Silva's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Kuminga, and it's McCollum in the corner. Johnson finds Daniel. Johnson with a screen on Howard. Back to Johnson. Puts up a deep three. Black grabs the board.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Daniel. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, he's a bit of a microwave. He can heat up instantly, and he's cooking tonight.
Pass to De Silva. And here's Wagner. Batazzi setting a screen for Wagner. It's good. Wagner's got 19 points.
Well, it's a luxury that Wagner is so versatile in the two-man game.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. To the paint. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensive foul.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Shooting for the Hawks, Jalen Johnson. One shot.
That's good from Johnson. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectories not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Jalen Johnson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Banchero comes in for Franz Wagner. Baines checked in for Howard. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Black. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Outside, Kuminga. McCollum kicks to Kuminga. Let's go. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Looking to get it going. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, Bane is a strong dude. He's built to play through contact.
So, Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Oh, Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammates.
Pass to Okongwu. Hits it from 3-point range. Okongwu's now got 9 points now in just the second half. Suggs against McCollum. Here's Banchero. In the corner, it's Bane. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Clock at 2. And it's Banchero missing. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-6 run. To the inside. Stolen by Carter. Suggs against McCollum. Suggs kicks to Bain. Pass to Banchero. Back to Bain. Now Suggs. He's guarded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in this second half.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Suggs passes to Bain. Suggs with a screen for Bain. Now here is Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
McCollum dishes to Johnson. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts, where they're at least relatively lower price, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Dyson Daniel. McCollum against Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
Off the bounce, Suggs showing his athleticism.
McCollum outside. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Back to Suggs. Magic moving the ball around. Pass to De Silva. On the wing, Bain. This one for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him.
Well, Okongwu is a very skilled player. A big man that sees over defenders well and delivers quality passes to his teammates.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Second team foul.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Jalen Johnson.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Carter against McCollum. Carter the pass to Black. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Johnson finds Okongwu. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll see some free throws here.
2 shots.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
The play is
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to
2
make,
minutes are allowed to review the play.
The ruling on the floor
tough to catch
stands.
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
Magic timeout.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That was amazing. Let's hear it for your Orlando dancers.
And that one falls for Okongwu.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Both good from the line that time. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And here is Johnson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Johnson's got 35. Like the pass to Kane. There's Bitadze. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Here's Alexander Walker. The 19-footer is on the money.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Bitadze is screen on McCollum. Carter drives in. Howard wide open. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Howard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Kuminga kicks to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Alexander Walker passes to McCollum. Johnson with a screen on Carter. Here's Black, defended by Alexander Walker. Here is Howard, and taken away by Johnson. McCollum outside. Pass to Okongwu. Rebound by the Magic. Bitadze's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Johnson.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the highlight.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Well, I think Black's agility caught the defense off guard there, and he's able to draw a shooting foul.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Well, what you like about Black is he processes quickly, and he moves quickly, plus great size for his position.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul for
Aggressive move by Johnson, attacking the heart of this defense.
Jalen Johnson at the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Black, defended by Alexander Walker. Black with it. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
CJ, there are always doubters about this team's capability to win at the highest levels. How much fuel do you take from that?
Honestly, I got enough motivation. I got it out the mud. I went to Lehigh University. You know what I'm saying? No one's ever been drafted from there before. So for me, it's just about showing what I can do every night and keeping the door open for the next mid-major.
I love that you never lost that underdog mentality. Thanks, CJ.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Jalen Johnson.